Hello and welcome to our video about 25 amazing animals who asked people for help on camera. We often hear stories of people helping animals in need, but it's not often that we get to witness these moments firsthand. Today, we'll be taking a look at some incredible examples of animals reaching out to humans for assistance. But before we start, if you're enjoying our content, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest videos and support us in creating more awesome content. So, without further ado, let's get started. One, the dolphin that asked for help from divers. Our first incredible animal encounter takes us underwater, where a group of divers in Hawaii found themselves face-to-face with a bottlenose dolphin in distress. The dolphin had a fishing hook caught in its mouth and swam up to the divers, seemingly asking for their help. The divers were able to remove the hook and the dolphin swam away, seemingly grateful for their assistance. 2. The koala that stopped a cyclist for water. Next up, we have a heartwarming encounter between a cyclist and a thirsty koala in Australia. The koala approached the cyclist and climbed onto his bike, seemingly asking for water. The cyclist gave the koala a drink from his water bottle, and the grateful marsupial then climbed back down and returned to the trees. 3. The orangutan that signaled for help. In a wildlife sanctuary in Borneo, an orangutan was captured on camera signaling for help to a group of loggers. The orangutan had been stranded on a tree that was being cut down and used a branch to gesture toward the workers, who were then able to rescue the animal and release it back into the wild. 4. The elephant that asked for help with a stick. In India, a group of elephants were crossing a river when one of the calves became stuck in the mud. The mother elephant tried to pull the calf out but was unable to do so on her own. She then approached a group of nearby humans and used a stick to gesture toward her calf, seemingly asking for their help. The humans were able to free the calf and the elephants continued on their journey. 5. The dog that led rescuers to her trapped friend. In Argentina, a dog was captured on camera leading rescuers to her trapped friend, who had become stuck in a ditch. The dog barked and led the rescuers to the spot where the other dog was trapped, showing incredible loyalty and intelligence. 6. The crow that asked for help with a lid. In Russia, a crow was captured on camera asking for help from a passerby. The crow had a lid stuck on its head and approached the human, seemingly asking for assistance. The passerby was able to remove the lid and the grateful crow flew away. 7. The sea turtle that asked for help with a plastic bag. In Costa Rica, a sea turtle was captured on camera seemingly asking for help with a plastic bag that had become wrapped around its flipper. A group of beachgoers were able to safely remove the bag and the turtle swam away, seemingly grateful for their assistance. 8. The cat that asked for help from firefighters. In Russia, a cat was captured on camera asking for help from firefighters who were responding to a fire. The cat climbed up to the second story of the building and meowed loudly, seemingly asking for assistance. The firefighters were able to rescue the cat and it was reunited with its owner. 9. The deer that asked for help from a fisherman. In New York, a deer was captured on camera approaching a fisherman on the bank of a river. The deer had a plastic bag stuck on its head and seemed to be asking for help. The fisherman was able to remove the bag and the grateful deer ran off into the woods. 10. The bear that asked for help with a jar. In Florida, a black bear was captured on camera approaching a residential area with a plastic jar stuck on its head. The bear seemed to be asking for help from the humans nearby, and a brave man was able to remove the jar with a claw hammer. The bear then ran off into the woods, seemingly relieved and grateful for the help. 11. The beluga whale that played fetch with a rugby ball. In Norway, a group of kayakers were approached by a beluga whale who seemed to be asking them to play with it. The whale brought them a rugby ball and played fetch with the amazed humans. 12. The lion that hugged its rescuer. In Colombia, a lion that had been rescued from a circus was captured on camera hugging and nuzzling its rescuer, showing incredible gratitude and affection. 13. The octopus that asked for help from a diver. In Hawaii, a diver was approached by an octopus who seemed to be asking for help. The octopus had become tangled in fishing line and the diver was able to carefully remove it, earning the gratitude of the intelligent sea creature. 14. The owl that asked for help from a driver. In Oregon, a driver was surprised to find a great horned owl standing in the middle of the road. The owl seemed to be asking for help, and the driver was able to safely pick it up and take it to a wildlife rehabilitation center. 15. The kangaroo that asked for help with a bucket. In Australia, a kangaroo was captured on camera approaching a group of humans with a bucket stuck on its head. The kangaroo seemed to be asking for help, and the humans were able to safely remove the bucket and send a grateful marsupial on its way. 16. The goose that asked for help from a police officer. In California, a Canadian goose was captured on camera approaching a police officer and honking loudly. The goose had a fishing line and hook stuck in its beak, and the officer was able to safely remove it and release the relieved bird. 17. The goat that asked for help from a cyclist. In Brazil, a cyclist was surprised to be approached by a goat who seemed to be asking for help. The goat had become stuck in a fence and the cyclist was able to safely free it, earning the gratitude of the grateful animal. 18. The seagull that asked for help with a plastic bag. In England, a seagull was captured on camera approaching a group of humans with a plastic bag stuck on its head. The seagull seemed to be asking for help, and the humans were able to safely remove the bag and send the relieved bird on its way. 19. The deer that asked for help with a hammock. In Virginia, a deer was captured on camera approaching a group of humans with a hammock stuck on its antlers. The deer seemed to be asking for help, and the humans were able to safely cut the hammock off and send the grateful animal on its way. 20. The bear that asked for help from a family. In Alaska, a black bear was captured on camera approaching a family's deck and seemingly asking for help. The bear had a container stuck on its head and the family was able to safely remove it, earning the gratitude of the relieved animal. 21. The raccoon that asked for help from a homeowner. In Indiana, a raccoon was captured on camera approaching a homeowner and seemingly asking for help. The raccoon had a can stuck on its head and the homeowner was able to safely remove it, earning the gratitude of the relieved animal. 22. The fox that asked for help from a gardener. In England, a gardener was surprised to be approached by a fox who seemed to be asking for help. The fox had a jar stuck on its head and the gardener was able to safely remove it, earning the gratitude of the relieved animal. 23. The sheep that asked for help from a cyclist. In Scotland, a cyclist was surprised to be approached by a sheep who seemed to be asking for help. The sheep had become stuck in a fence and the cyclist was able to safely free it, earning the gratitude of the relieved animal. 24. The eagle that asked for help from a ranger. In Alaska, a bald eagle was captured on camera approaching a ranger and seemingly asking for help. The eagle had become trapped in a tree and the ranger was able to safely free it, earning the gratitude of the relieved bird. 25. The tortoise that asked for help from a farmer. In Cyprus, a farmer was surprised to be approached by a tortoise who seemed to be asking for help. The tortoise had become stuck on its back and the farmer was able to safely flip it over, earning the gratitude of the relieved animal. Finally, these unique encounters remind us that animals are intelligent, empathetic beings who are able to communicate and ask humans for help when they need it. Let's continue to do our part to protect and preserve these amazing creatures and their habitats. And now, don't miss the chance to watch our video about the top 10 strongest dogs in the world and explore the exciting and amazing world of these animals. The video will appear in front of you. See you in the next video.